Hello, it's me, Troubadour, and I'm back again with another video. Today's video, we are once again in the standard customs arena, this time trying out a combo that, you know, although it's honestly, it's seen its fair use, I've never used it. It's always been one of those combos that's like, you know, whenever the pet first came out, it was a very obvious combo, a lot of people ran it, but I never tried it, and you know what, I decided to finally give it a shot, and man, it is really fun. The combo we're talking about, you probably can tell from the thumbnail and all that stuff. We're using Lamprey plus Mammoth with a bunch of resummons with Mushroom and Seagull. Basically, the plan is Mammoth at the front, it faints, resummons with the Mushroom, gets another Mushroom, and then the Lamprey kills it, and basically it just like the stats just keep piling up over and over until my whole team is pretty much maxed out on stats. Now, while a fun idea in theory, and there's a reason people, you know, latched onto it back when the Lamprey was first released, it is definitely not the most consistent thing in the world. So to get the most value out of it, you want to have, you know, a lot of levels on your Mammoth and a lot of levels on your Seagull. You also need to find Mushroom pretty early, and that is a lot to ask once you get to turn 11, especially because, you know, you've already got to, you know, maintain lives, you got to get lucky in the shop. So to help hopefully manage some of that luck, I'm going to go for a level 3 Stoat, hoping to hit the Mammoth. If I don't hit it, I've got things like Chickpea and Compedo in the pack to help me, you know, hopefully find it if I don't get it. And then just hoping to get Seagull and Mushroom in the meantime. So until we get to there, we're just kind of tempoing out. So I got some stats on a Weasel, got a Dimetrodon, that sort of thing. Also, thank you, all of my superautopets fans, you know, my core audience, for being patient. You know, I went a whole week without superautopets. What the heck? I don't remember the last time that happened. No, it's like I had a lot of footage in my backlog and I just wanted to get it out, you know, before I got back to the superautopets. I've got some more superautopets coming on the way, some stuff I'm cooking right now. I've also got some more, you know, not superautopets on the way as well. So I hope you guys are looking forward to both. But in the meantime, I'm happy to be back, you know. I mean, it's like a week without a superautopets upload. It's not like I was gone forever. We'll take the clownfish here. You know, clownfish is one of those pets that, like, recently I'd forgotten how good it is, and so I put it back into my pack, and holy, yeah, it's really, really good. The reason is because I don't have Crow or Bonobo. Usually I run Crow and Bonobo on tier 4 for my XP pets, just because, you know, they're just really nice sources of XPs, or duplicates, especially with the Bonobo if I'm running a specific team. But I'm not running either of those because I'm using up all my super tags with like Parrot, Mushroom, Stoat, and like something else, I don't remember. Anyway, so I couldn't able to use those, so I used Cyclops and Clownfish instead. And yeah, I forgot just how freaking good the Clownfish is. Like, there's a reason it was like one of the most ubiquitous pets back in the day. I know it's still good in, you know, level up teams, even outside of XP teams. It's just really solid. You can do some tempo with it with Gingerbread. You can keep it around for a while just to get a lot of stats while you're pivoting in the mid game. It's just a solid pet. And if you're running an XP team, you can keep it into the late game as well. Just solid source of stats. Forgot about how good it is. In the meantime, though, we got Seagull with the cheese. We're using the blessing of the cheese because it's just a really good perk to have on Seagull with summons until you hit, you know, the late game, because until you use like a steak or a mushroom or something, like attacking with at least 15 damage is really good with the summon team. Now, I'm not really using a summon team right now, but you know, it's still, cheese is solid in the early game. I mean, look how low my attack is across the board. Can be pretty nice, especially in a team like this. Dude, hitting the Stegosaurus, Spinosaurus, I don't know. I always mix them both up. I'll just say both names. Hitting that early to combo with the level 2 parry is also very, very good. We've already hit the Mushroom here on turn 11. We'll throw it on the Parrot as well. Now, all we got to do is sell the Stoat and hope we get the Mammoth for our cool Lamprey combo. Look at that, both hitting the Weasel there. Very nice. Don't worry about the coconut. We'll get through this just fine, thanks to the blessing of the cheese. Very good. And finally here, turn 12, sell the Stoat, and we hit the Mammoth first try. Now, like I said, this team is very inconsistent. Let me let you know, this probably took like 15 attempts. Like, I never hit the Mammoth first try except for this run. And most times I was just trying to, you know, transform whatever I'd sold the Stoat into a Mammoth, and then I just run out of lives. Or maybe I didn't have enough Seagulls, or couldn't find a Mushroom in time, you know, that sort of thing. So this is a very, very lucky run. If you try this yourself, just keep that in mind. This is not a very consistent strategy. But here you can see the combo working out. We get the mushroom, the mammoth gets fainted by the lamprey. We get a bunch of stats. Now, I'd already used some seagull triggers in the shop, but thankfully Parrot's able to put in some work there. One more mammoth for good measure. We don't even care. Person going for a smaller slime achievement, it looks like. Yeah, I don't really care about that. We're going to clean it up just fine thanks to the extra stats getting granted by Mammoth. And you know, if you weren't running Parrot and you're running just Seagulls, you could do this combo in the shop, actually. You could pill the Mammoth or fan it with something like a Mantis, and then the Lamprey Seagull Mushroom combo would happen in the shop, and you keep all those stats permanently. But I was running a Parrot, so I ended up doing it in the battle instead. Opposing team running a team that kind of looks like something I would use, honestly. Dude, Vulture, Cerberus, you got some ailment replacement on the tardigrade. Very fun pet, the tardigrade. We are able to clean up just fine, though, thanks to our stats. Thankfully, get all of those before they started disrupting our team with the Vulture. At this point, we're just looking for levels for our Seagull and our Parrot. We'll pull a Wolverine into the team just for something to fill it in. Wolverine isn't super necessary, but hey, if I'm already damaging my friends, might as well use a pet that takes advantage of that. We will lose to Tiger Leopard killing our 2 pets that give mushrooms to the Mammoth. That's kind of unfortunate. Like, of all the pets he could have killed, had to be those 2. Like, if it hit, I think, any other pets, I would have been fine because, you know, Wolverine and Lamprey and Mammoth all would have come back with mushroom. Maybe it would have wasted some Seagull triggers, but still, hitting both the Seagull and the Parrot there, very unfortunate. Here looks a little better. Person running this Dugong team, very interesting idea. Trying to get some in-battle scaling with that. Maybe they're pilling stuff in the shop too to buff up the bus. I don't really know. But we don't even care about that. Look at that. They get 4 health to everybody, and then we immediately remove it with the Wolverine. Not enough stats to get through me. I'm basically all 50-50s now on turn 15. Very nice. You know, like I said, this combo is very inconsistent and also very disruptible, as you saw with the snipes. Ailments also destroy this. Any kind of ways to push the enemy destroy this team. But hey, when it works, this team is very, very fun. Now, what do we face on the last turn with our Seagull Mushroom Mammoth combo? It's a pure scaling team. They got the monkey, they got the penguin, level 3 beluga sturgeon with the garlic, they got the mink, the hummingbird. They basically just took a bunch of tier 1s and 2s and scaled them up into the late game. But their stats are nothing compared to our essentially 50-50s, especially with the HP reduction. There's nothing they are doing into my team. We're gonna clean it up there and get the win with the Mammoth Lamprey squad. So I'll have the pack code description for anyone who wants to try it out for themselves. If you like the video, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, do all the generic stuff. I'll catch you guys in the next video, but until then, as always, stay true.